don't forget to subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. So, for today's video, I thought I want to talk about BL. What is BL, you ask? BL is boy love drama. And I thought I would have a nice video today to talk about my faves and why I love them. So my first BL I want to talk about is my comfort BL, Secret Crush on You. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's so cringy and blah, blah, blah. But I live for it. And here's why. The friendships. The friendships are so genuine and so funny, and the way they tease is absolutely hilarious. Now the friendships are made of these 6 lovely people. To, Jiao, Som, Daisy, and Mia. Now I'm going to put Mia's name at the bottom so you can understand how to pronounce his name, because I don't even know how to pronounce this man's name. But anyways, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the characters. So To, okay, to put it bluntly, he's adorable, nerdy, a dork, and what makes me laugh about him is he gets flustered by everything. Literally, everything. Like, you can literally, I'm not going to say he gets flustered by everything, but some things just don't need to be flustered. Anyways, so, just to run down on him, now, his boyfriend, Nia, or trying to pronounce this man's name. But Nia, I'm going to say this, he's stern, he's also very flirtatious. And he also is a caretaker of sorts. And he gets annoyed when people try to intrude on him and his boyfriend's alone time. But he also doesn't care who sees him with his boyfriend, who sees them together at all. He has no care and worry about it. He also is super sweet, and he's very patient. I'll tell you that, he's patient. Okay, next is Sky and Jiao. Now, to shorten time, I'm going to talk about both of them at the same time. Now, Sky and Jiao, how can I put this? Okay, let me say this right here. Sky is just as flirtatious as Nia or Pinaya. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say Pinaya because I've heard him say it a lot. Now, let's just say this. Sky, he is, I would say, just as patient too. I would say he's patient, but I don't exactly think I would say he's patient. I would say that. Now his boyfriend Jiao, the epitome of you're being nosy. Like, if I could do that, I swear, I will put at the end of this video, or in the middle of this video, a compilation of Jiao saying you're being nosy. Now, I love it because it's hilarious. But it's like, if you say anything, he'll say every episode. If I watch it so many times, every episode, he'll say you're being nosy. Because he also gets super flustered. He gets flustered just as bad as his friend. Now, lastly, let's talk about Som and Daisy. These 2 lovely people. Now, these are not a couple, but like I said, I'm staking it for time. You feel me? But yeah, these 2, literally bestie goals. The next show is Tharntype. Now, BL fans say this show is toxic. See, for me, the toxicity is not what I was watching for. I watched it because I saw an edit on TikTok, and it caught my eye. And fun fact, Tharntype was my first BL I ever watched, and I went down the rabbit hole ever since. So, on to the characters. Tara Kirigan. He is just as flirtatious as the rest of the BLs that I have stated in the past 2, the first BL, and he is also, sometimes he has feelings. He has big feelings. Now, he gets sulky just like everyone else. He's like a sulky, sad puppy. He also has feelings too. We learned that throughout the series that Tarn has just as bad as or biggest feelings as everyone else. He's a little bit cocky, but not narcissistic, and I don't hate him for it. Being cocky is something that comes from being told good compliments all the time. So like I said, he's very cocky. Love it. I don't mind it though. And we're also a big fraud. Well, the only thing is that he loves too hard. He loves too hard. See, if you break his heart, he tends to go into a deep depression. A big, bad, deep depression. And it really breaks his soul. But I love it anyway. Now, on to his boyfriend, Type. Now, Type is hot-headed to say the least. And a bit of a potty mouth. And also cannot keep his hands to himself. But, fun fact, he didn't like Tarn at first. And due to childhood trauma, he has had internalized homophobia. But after time, Tarn grew to like him more and more. Now, to be fair, Tarn did come off a little strong. I'm gonna give BL fans that he came off a little strong, but they worked it out. Now, their relationship had their ups and downs, but they worked them out and became a happy couple 7 years later. If you have not watched season 2 of Tharntype, also known as Tharntype 7 Years of Love, I recommend you go watch it. Now, we have Type's best friend, Techno. Now, calling Techno nosy would be a bit on the nose. Because he isn't exactly nosy, but he is a little messy. And it's super funny. And sometimes that mouth of his can get him in a little bit of trouble. Or a snack in the back of the head. If you watch Tharntype, you get what I'm saying. Then, we have Champ. Now, Champ is more laid back than Techno. Different from him, but a little bit same way. He's a bit more of a foodie, and he's always down for a bite. Like, literally, like, he toasts, like, when they went out to a bar, they were toasting their drinks. Why this man toasted a chicken wing? Okay. Next show. Okay. Next show, Gameboys. Now, this is a Filipino one. This is a Filipino drama. And I might have watched it during quarantine. Okay, so quick rundown. These two fell in love on the internet playing games together. And the relationship grew through a screen. Now, so anyways, quick rundown on the characters. Gabriel. I'm going to call him Gab for short. He's a Scorpio. I don't know why I had to put that out there, but yes. Anyways, as you know, Scorpios are quick to jump. He jumped with his whole chest. He also has a big heart, and he loves too fast. And he's hilarious. He's funny, he's flirtatious, and sometimes a little corny. He's dirty-minded. And that's what makes me laugh. It makes me laugh every time I watch it. Now, when I started watching this, I thought the show was going to be cute and fluffy and like a dirty over-the-head joke. Dirty over the head. But as the show went on, it became a little messy.
Was that my baby smart?
With exes showing up, jealously bubbling, old friends reappearing. Like, it was messy. But now, on to Cairo. Now, he's a Cancer, like me. Hey. And he also was a gamer. Matter of fact, that he's a streamer. And that's how they met. Cairo's a bit feisty. He kind of likes to bite back. And he's super adorable when he gets flustered. I also learned that Cairo is a family issues of his own, which I will not get into or we will be here all day. Next is Pearl. Now, I love Pearl. She's always so funny, high energy, high-spirited, and sometimes she's just a queen. But she's also Gabriel's ex. It was his ex-girlfriend before he realized his sexuality. Those two went out for some time, but now they're besties, so it works out. Now, she's a good friend, always there for them, and sometimes she has to be a mediator for them. There's also Wesley and Terrence. They are Gabriel's ex and longtime friend. Terrence wants to get back with Gav and also has a bit of messy relationship with Wesley, and their other friend Achilles. But I will not get into that dumpster fire, at least not in this video. Next show. Okay, so the last show I want to talk about is Until You Meet Again. Oh my god. Oh my god. What can I say about this show? What can I say about this show? It's a tearjerker to say the least. It's about the past lives of Anne and Corn. This couple took their own lives in front of their fathers to prove a point because their fathers didn't accept them for who they were. In this show, they believed that tying red string to the lover's hands, it will bring them together in the afterlife. And so Anne and Corn reincarnated. If you don't know what reincarnation is, I will put the definition here. And their reincarnations, the reincarnation of Corn and Anne, also known as Parm and Dean, and that is the couple that we follow on their journey, on the journey that we follow. Now, on to the characters. Parm, he's small, kind, sweet. He's a college student, and he takes a major in cooking, and he also gets super flustered way too easily. Not saying it's a bad thing. Now, something I want to say about him is that in Touch, when they reenacted Romeo and Juliet, they used a water gun. They used a water gun, and since they did this in their life, in Parm's life now, in this life, loud noises such as like balloons, fireworks, basically anything that sounds like a water gun makes him utterly traumatized. Like, it's terrible. It's awful. It looks terrible. Now, note this also. There is a mark on the side of your head, on the side of his head, and as you know, and some misbelieve birthmarks or certain marks around you basically are marks of how you died in your last life. So he has a mark on the side of his head from where In used a water gun on the side of his head. But anyways, now on to his boyfriend Dean. Dean is also flirtatious, but also kind of sly about it. The way, like, there's not heavy flirting, like, more like words and sounds being said, things being said in certain tones, ways, or context. And it's kind of funny, and he's cool, he's tall, he's very nonchalant, and he is the president of the school swim club, and everybody respects him. Now, on the other hand, he also is another boyfriend who loves way too hard. But he's quiet about it. Like, he's not out front with it. He's also affected by his reincarnation, but in a different way that I can't really explain, because I'm not sure exactly how he was affected. Now, he's also very patient. That's something a virtue that I really believe he needed to deal with the crap that his friends are dealing with. So, now, on to these three. Win, Team, and now. When I tell you this, these three friends are like Alvin the Chipmunks. So, now, Team and Win, they have a little backstory, a little history, which it was not explained Until You Meet Again, but they have a spin-off called Between Us. I might do a part 2. I haven't thought about it yet. But yes, Team, always asking Power for snacks, super funny, loud, also kind of like the Logics of the group, but I'm not sure exactly because everyone called him stupid, but I don't believe he's stupid. He's also he's feisty, he's adorable, he can't cook, and he's also Parm's best friend. Now, Win, blonde, he rides a motorcycle, he's just as bad as his best friend Dean. And he's also the vice principal of the swim team. I mean, I guess great minds think alike. Okay, now she wants to be an actress, just like me. Dramatic, funny, always knew how to have a fun time. And when you're with her, it's never quiet. It's always a good time. And she's also very loud and high energy, and a lot of energy. She also has a boyfriend named Pluck. And guess what? He's also on the swim team. What is with the swim team? She's literally hilarious. She's a hilarious friend. I would definitely want to be her friend. Period. But anyways, that's all the videos I can talk about before my brain dies. And I will definitely put in the description of where you can watch these shows. And until next time, love you bunches. Mwah.